throws it down. Look at that.
Okay, can do mistake, but we brought back. Crazy. We go two, okay? Simple two, okay? La même chose. Start side of Miro. David here. Louis. Start wide. Fake the same way. Miro, don't set the screen too high because they will go under, okay? Below, he's going to move and you will go to him, okay? Zach, in case they show, be ready, okay? Hold on. Install in the middle. Take your time. You can steal.
See the rebounding?
Let's go. Go. On the three.
And the crowd is into it. So 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bost bounce pass to Bilan. Well, contact, but they play on, and now Umana Reyer Venezia with a chance to go in front. Once again, can they get over the hump? Tonu just loses the ball, fumbles it into the hands of Bilan. Logan over to Laverie. Nope, that's an air ball, but Bilan at the right place at the right time, catches it and draws the foul. First one is good for the Strasbourg Croatian. A couple of Croatians out on the court tonight. Second one is good as well. So back to a three-point game for Strasbourg. Revolio Peric fouled a long way from the basket by Inglis. That is not a good play. Look at this. You were just saying, here, have 2 points. Peric will go to the line. Oh, only cost them 1 point in the end. So it's a 2-point game. Bounce pass Inglis to Logan. Decides to come back out. Shot clock winding down. Back to Inglis. And good shot from Inglis. Looked like he may have gone off the wrong foot. Four points now for him. Of course, he started the season at Capo d'Orlando and parted ways, and he's only recently joined Strasbourg. Now foul called. Foul called on Inglis, so he's going to take a seat. Now, Cole is going to try to give him some instruction. And Inglis needs to listen. He's going to be a part of this team. Peric makes the first. Misses the second. So it's a 3-point game. Bost, offensive foul. Setting the screen, he was moving. Perich has it, spins, goes up, and is fouled from behind by Wright. So 47.8 seconds to go. Seems like it's taking an eternity to play this final couple of minutes here. A lot of fouls being committed. Perich has had some struggles at the line tonight, but he makes that one. And this time he does make two. And inside, oh, the missed layup from Zach Wright. Now Haynes calls the play. Final 16 seconds ticking off the clock here. First quarter, Haynes out to Perich, Tonu, and almost got it to fall. Wright, final seconds, 2 seconds, 1, Wright puts it up, misses. Frustrated with himself. 37-36, Strasbourg at halftime. So, well, 8 of 10 inside the arc for Venezia, much better. Strasbourg with an edge in the rebounds, slight edge in the assists. 4 more steals, which I'm sure Coach Collet will like. But you don't get the feeling that they've really executed as the coach would have liked the last. You know, they did in the first 5 minutes, but after that, it started to even out. Labrie with 11 points. 8 for Perich. Also had the 2 steals. And those are the leading scorers. So we are at halftime. We'll be right back.
Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, applaudissements au troubadour et monocycle freestyle pour cette très originale démonstration de basket monocycle. Merci à toute l'équipe des troubadours et monocycle freestyle. Rendez-vous à domicile pour la SIG Strasbourg, ce sera dans le cadre du championnat de France 3 de basketball. SIG Strasbourg recevra Pau-Lac-Orthez samedi 20 janvier à 20h. Billets pris sur le site sigstrasbourg.fr. Journée de la Basketball Champions League. Match capital, vous le savez, pour la suite de l'aventure. Maintenant que vous êtes bien restaurés, désaltérés, on compte sur vous pour être puissance 10.
Well, we got a close game, folks. At halftime, it's 37-36. SIG Strasbourg on top of Umana Reyer Venezia. Louis Labarrie, the France international, with 11 points for Strasbourg, leading the way. And Hervelier Parrish coming off the bench and has a team-high 8 points for the visitors, Umana Reyer Venezia. Also 7 points for Michael Bramos. Just 2 for Mitchell Watt, who flat out dominated last week at home against Rosa Radom. But nobody else, Mira Balan also has 8 points for Vincent Collet's Strasbourg. Elsewhere, Banvit are beating Mehdi Beirut 72-64. Ike have already won against Rosa Radom 69-63. Gaziantep won for the first time since October, beating Neptunus in Turkey in overtime.
Avec group side, okay? We have the ball. C'est Zach qui a la balle. He makes the wicket.
Yes, sir, losing at
Don't go there, okay? Just fake,
Telecom
come
Baskets
back.
Bond,
Back screen,
62-43.
opposite, okay? Et comment on bouge après? When he will pass the ball, Louis, Andy, Zach around. Louis, D, okay? No, you stay.
Movie Star Estudiantes winning a big game tonight for them, 62-50. Petro Olympia. And Nanterre on top, 37-31 at Ostend. Girona Gora are in front at Avellino. Ciudad Avellino, 36-34. So this will be a big game. I mean, when you think about a big result, rather. Right now, coming into this game, Strasbourg out of the playoff positions and needing a win. Needing a win to move into that top 4. And Umana Reyer Venezia, meanwhile, are currently in 4th place at 6-4 in Group C. So SIG Strasbourg at 5-5. So you can see after this, both these teams will have 3 games remaining. Mirabelan penetrates, isn't successful, and Dominic Johnson starts the second half. He has the ball. So Haynes over to Johnson. Parrish. Oh, Parrish scores again on a drive to the basket. And Umana Reyer Venezia have taken the lead. Their first lead of the game. Is that I don't want to be a harbinger of doom, but is that a signal that things are going to go right for this Umana Reyer team here in the second half against Strasbourg? Strasbourg needing that win desperately. And Parrish, meanwhile, just continues to struggle at the free throw line. Logan for 3, off the back of the iron. And we got an unsportsmanlike call. Or was it? It said 2 shots. Yeah, it was indeed. So the unsportsmanlike has been called on Bramos. So Bilan only makes 1 of 2. Tie game, 38 apiece. Strasbourg have Bost. He gets it. Well, he tries to get it to Mirabelan. Boss probably not too happy because he gets slapped with a turnover on that one. Now Mitchell Watt goes right at Milan and scores. He banks it in. Laverie. Bilan this time powers his way up for 2. Looks like that's the modus operandi right now, is to get the ball inside to the big fella. And now Zach Wright almost getting another steal. Haynes goes around him, gets it to Watt. Watt was thinking about passing it, but decided to shoot it. And he goes to the line again, just turns and scores. Well, they're riding his back right now, aren't they? Strasbourg going to the big man. Quick pass to Watt. And then Zach Wright knocks Bromos's pass attempt out of bounds with, let's see how much time is on the shot clock. 4.8 seconds. No. Yeah, 4.8 seconds. Missing a decimal point. Oh, Parrish got it in good position. Missed. Well, he would have settled for that shot. And Boss drives in again, hits a little floater. Bromos open. And sure enough, De Raphael is asking for a timeout. Bounce pass. Zach Wright. Little jump hook. It's good. And with that, 46-40. Strasbourg go back to the bench to get some more instructions. And Umana Reyer Venezia looking for a little bit of a turnaround here.
Horseman ball, guys. The play so lazy. Don't rush. Don't rush. Let's go one up in offense. One up.
So the shooting
Feel the Piccolo situation. Use the flare. And then Piccolo, watch out if they got Gracie here. Okay? Be ready on the zone. Put ball pressure. Okay?
There's the rebounding totals as well. 22-15. Good hustle from Wright, from Bost. And this man here has been pouring into points in the second half. Dylan now has 11 points, both he and Lavery. And the pass intercepted up ahead, an easy one for Logan. The timeout didn't seem to help Umana Reyer Venezia. Johnson attempts the three. Logan with another rebound. Bounce pass. Dylan gets it, misses, and the ball goes off his hands. Now into the hands of Parrish. Out of the madness, Johnson is going to score a layup. Beeline again, goes to work, draws the foul. 13 points for Miro Beeline. He saved that in bounds. Probably would have been better off not, because it led to an Umana Reyer Venezia basket. But here he is at the free throw line. Oh, he's got 15 points now, excuse me. And D. Nicolau, who was pretty good in the first half, has checked in. Can't get the free throw to fall. And good defense. Atkins blocks the shot from D. Nicolau with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bramos, back to Riss, back to Bramos, gets it off just in time. D. Nicolau, well, he was going to go right back up, but then decided he might get the shot blocked, so tried to pass it out, but turned it over. Boss misses, Beeline with the rebound. No, it's Atkins with the rebound and put back. D. Nicolau has it knocked away, but it goes to Reds. Shot clock winding down. Johnson's attempt is off. Somehow Bramos gets it and scores, and that was a missed opportunity for Strasbourg. Good, tenacious play by Umana Reyer Venezia, but right to the other end is Zach Wright. And gets those 2 points back. Baliga misses everything. And Logan avoids D. Nicolau, then he's fouled by D. Nicolau. Boss tries to get past De Nicolau. Quick pass to Atkins, gets blocked. Ball kindly falls out on the perimeter. And the referee calls timeout to check something. Lizic, or no? Who is it? Collet wants an explanation. Only 5 seconds on the shot clock. In a way, it seems like Strasbourg have come off worse with only 5 seconds on the shot clock and the timeout having been called to check the score. So they're going to put another second on the clock. No, they're going to say 11 seconds. And Abde Raphael says, well, wait a minute. I liked it better when 5 seconds were on there. Well, Boss almost fell down. Shot clock down. Inglis grazes the front of the rim. Torella has hit some shots, but not that time. Now Boston, D. Nicolau Remember, Di Nicolau had caught the elbow from Boss earlier tonight. And that was Baliga coming in from behind on Di Nicolau. You could see on the rebound. Boss is complaining. So Boss goes out of the game. And see what the ultimate call was in the end. So, unsportsmanlike foul. So the 2 free throws. It's an 8-point game. Now Umana Reyer Venezia have possession. And now the bump up high from Logan. Torella has it. Watt. Rest. Shot clock about to expire. It does. They don't get the shot off. Zach Wright puts it up and misses. Torella with the board. Looks up the floor. Minute and a half remaining now in the third quarter. Tonu over to Rest. Inglis grabs the board. Now Logan for 3. Rattles out. Torella catches, turns. Well, they thought that ball was going in, did Logan. But even the good ones miss them sometimes. And Rest is going to get a rest. Umana Reyer just did a good job of fighting back, but they just kind of lost their way here again in the third quarter. Di Nicolau splits it, gets it out to Tonu. Now Logan. And he is fouled from behind by Di Nicolau. Three fouls on Di Nicolau. And here in the final minute, the third quarter. Leloup goes baseline and misses the reverse layup. But he draws the foul from Parrish. So the second one is no good, but he makes one of two. Apologies for the picture, folks. Having some weather-related satellite issues on site. Here's the inability of Parrish to grab the rebound, so Strasbourg get it back. And Atkins attempts another, and Logan gets it out in the corner. He turns it over in the hands of Tonu. And Tonu almost lost it, and Watt catches it in the lane and just puts it up and scores. Well, that was a weird sequence. And Tonu hurls it up the floor. So that is the end of the third quarter. So 7-point lead for Strasbourg. Not home and dry yet. A lot of work to be done. Venezia trailing despite shooting 68% inside the arc. It's because they're 5 of 23 from deep.
Two guys, we have the safety. When the ball comes here, this guy has to come. Not always he's back. On this one, it's very difficult. We cannot just be like this. We must be super aggressive to deny passing lanes. One-on-one and passing lanes, okay? Very important.
He's long. Watch inside. Game each. Exactly. And our next years, or the shot or the close out, the next offense. Step by step, guys. Let's go. DJ. Okay. We can go to one place for this.
Well, they've come out and had a good time at the ball game tonight, but remains to be seen. Are they going to be able to finish the job? Strasbourg. So fourth quarter action underway. Tonu has it. Now Haynes. Right at the line. Zach Wright rebounds it. English tries to get it inside to Atkins, but the hands were up on defense. Now Boss to Wright. Tonu pushes it quickly. Umana Reyer certainly have it within themselves to get back into this here. Only down 7. Got to get their shooters some looks. This is one of them. Johnson gets blocked from behind. Outlet pass to Boss. Alley-oop pass! Atkins! Boy, Boss knew exactly what he was going to do with that, and Wright was the man that triggered it with the good play on defense. An offensive foul. Here it is again. Atkins could have put a little more relish on that, but I guess he just wanted the 2 points. He did hang a little bit on the rim, and then the defensive play from Wright. Bost for three. Good! Wow. It is early in the fourth quarter, but you wonder, is that a dagger? They have pushed the lead back to 12. Tonu drives in. Tonu at the line. Well, makes the first. And the second. And another foul called on Umana Reyer Venezia. It's just a tough night for them. Nothing seems to be working. Oh, good strong move, but Atkins doesn't finish. Johnson in the right corner, open, asks for it, gets it, pulls out on the wing. And a foul called on Watt. And Watt was not happy with something with Leloup. So he exchanges words and then is calmed down by the referee. Watch this again. Well, nothing untoward there. I think more the frustration of not having a great game individually or as a team is probably annoyed Watt more than anything else. It's going to be hard for Umana Reyer Venezia to put any type of full court pressure on this Strasbourg team because they've got too many good guards. Atkins for three. Oh! Short, but Laborie with the rebound. And that was Watt definitely reaching in and holding, grabbing some jersey there. Entry pass to Leloup, and he scores somehow over Tonu. Yep, and Tonu did come in. He lowered his arms ever so slightly, and the contact with Leloup puts the Frenchman on the free throw line. Another missed free throw. So 8 of 14 now at the line for Strasbourg. Now on the right, and the three-pointer that time is good from Johnson. He is a player that can really get hot, and maybe that'll trigger something for him. Leloup for three. And then a push. Ooh, could be a tough call on that evidence. I think Collet, I'm not sure he's too comfortable right now. He knows there's still some ball to be played. Good defense, however, forces the turnover. Great D by Leloup. Boss pulls up, attempts another three, this time well short. And good steal again, inbounds it to the loop. Little pass to Atkins, fumbles it, gets it back. Boy, what a weird situation. Strasbourg not getting any points, but it's kind of a helter-skelter game now. Right to Atkins, again, Watt gets back and gets the block. Goodness gracious. Strasbourg a couple of times right at the rim and they come away with nothing. Now Johnson flies in and then Atkins comes in and looked like he may have caught Chiarella. Knocked him out almost. Here it is again, look at Watt. Good defense from Watt to put Bost off his shot. Timeout on the court.
If we cannot give the ball, go opposite to play. Believe me, we keep the ball same spacing. Do it. Now, we have only 3 fouls, they have 5. All the ball screen, Louis.
There's the quarter-by-quarter scoring.
If they go under, we screen. We need to draw fouls, okay? You understand? I'm not sure they will call that. But one time, okay, one time. Okay? But after, don't forget.
No. Hey, all the post up. Hey, then after we play the floor system.
Well, as difficult as a game as it's been for Umana Reyer Venezia, I mean, they can certainly win it if they get start making some shots, because they really did hustle back on defense a couple of times to prevent baskets. Their biggest problem has been their three-point shooting. They just can't throw it in the ocean from standing on the beach right now. If they were standing on the beach. Bramos. Right flies in for the rebound. Bost open again. Front and back of the rim, and it's out. Look at the hustle from Leloup, almost with the steal, but it leads to a break. And Chiarella missed the layup. He heard footsteps. Foul on De Nicolau. Look at this. I mean, that's a shot he's got to make. 4 fouls on De Nicolau. So David Logan is at the line, or at the scores table. He's going to come in for Bost. After this made free throw, so he comes out. Bost hears the applause, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the floor, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. That's a typical D-Bost line tonight. Always get a little defense in there, or a lot of defense. Wright also has 3 steals. And Laborie wrestles the ball away from Baliga, and Baliga just walks away wisely, but he'll remember. And a foul has been called on Laborie. Oh, the quick play inside. He gets it to De Nicolau, and he puts it high off the glass and scores. Great play from De Nicolau. Under 4 minutes to go. Mira Balan back in, guarded by his fellow Croatian, Hrvoje Peric, and is fouled. Mira Balan was really key at the start of the second half. Strasbourg went to him, but this could be, if they end up losing this game, their free throw shooting could be their undoing, because they have missed some free throws tonight. 10 of 16, now 10 of 17. Johnson flies in, but good deep. Nowhere to go, really. 3-on-1 break. Logan. Count it. Fouls on De Nicolau, his fifth. He exits the game. And Logan will go to the line. I don't think he'll miss the free throw. He hasn't taken one tonight, but it has not been Umana Reyer Venezia's night, that's for sure. So they go from shooting 10 of 18, 55%, to 11 of 19. Shot clock winding down. Here's Bramos. That just about keeps him in it right there. 67-58. Now Baliga fouls Bilan a long way from the basket. So 7 seconds on the shot clock, so that'll put him on the line. Yeah, they just got wrapped up. Not sure why you commit that foul either. Well, I guess Bilan has struggled at the free throw line. 3 of 7, 42%. So he's been their worst free throw shooter. He's got the 15 points. Takes his time, makes that one. Bilan makes both. So now he's 5 of 9 at the stripe. He's improving rapidly. 11-point lead, 2.5 minutes remaining. And foul out on the perimeter. Well, other games that affect Group C. Mehdi Beyrouth losing at home to Banvit, 88-76. Ike winning 69-63 at Rosa Radom. And Movistar Estudiantes winning 72-57 at Petro Olympia. Ramos makes another shot, and it's back to a 9-point game. And Laborie almost loses it. But good defense from Umana Reyer. A good stand with 2 minutes remaining. Now Del Rafael calls timeout. I guess in the grand scheme of things, if you could take 24 seconds off the clock in that situation, if you're Strasbourg, at least that's something, some solace, some consolation.
Okay, so reduce immediately and keep gets out. Sideline inbound. We go and 3. So we start like 1, and we got 4 here. Stefano.
16 turnovers for Venezia, 11 for Strasbourg.
Gets the ball. Battle here. Pick and roll.
12 steals for Strasbourg and 5 for Venezia. Haven't seen Cortala tonight. He hasn't gotten into the game. So Strasbourg are at 5-5 now, and Umana Reyer Venezia are at 6-4. And remembering, it's always the final score differential can be important as well. Umana Reyer won the first one by 11 points. So at bare minimum, they want to get out of here with nothing worse than a 10-point loss. So it's very nip and tuck in that sense. Now Logan turns it over quickly. Back to Perich. Oh, he's blocked. Great hustle. I think it was Wright. Another block for him. So that is an aspect of this game that you need to bear in mind. That is a crucial aspect in a very tight Group C. The point margin of victory here. Laborie doesn't get it to fall. Collet is going to get another timeout. Almost a turnover. Tonud has it. Oh, that was a big 3. That was a huge 3. 69-63. It was a great touch pass by Tonud, but erased by Zach Wright.
David, but we don't give the ball, okay? He screen for Louis. We try to pass to Louis. Zero screen for David. You understand?
52% for Umana Reyer Venezia, 48 for SIG Strasbourg. You hear they're going to set a screen for Logan. They're all going to set a screen. They want Logan to shoot the basketball. They want him to shoot a 3. So if it comes down to a head-to-head situation at the end of the season, just between these two teams, that's when that goal differential tiebreaker comes into play. And remember, Umana Reyer Venezia won the first game by 11 points. So that last 3-pointer from Tonud to cut it down to a 6-point deficit was huge. But still some time here. Logan takes the 3 and misses, and now Tonud has it. And then Zach Wright commits the foul. So that'll be free throws. Well, most important is the win. You want to get the win, but again, equally important, well, maybe not equally, but also important, is the goal differential. And fortunately for Wright in Strasbourg, Tonu has missed the first free throw. This last minute could take a long time to play. Now it's a 5-point game. Boston's going to put up a three, stays out, and the ball goes back over to Umana Reyer Venezia. So Strasbourg really, the way they've approached this here, you almost wonder if for them it's more important to go for the big win, rather than to take time off the clock and just get the win.
Both sides. Here. Michael. Little bit here. Watch. DJ, you care. Yes, you scream Michael. If we got nothing, each go flare for Michael. And Cats, you go to the ball. DJ, you go back on the other side. It's clear for everybody.
I take the ball and
you take for the shoot.
Yeah, and then
or not. No, if not.
See the rebounding. Fascinating situation here in European basketball, where you've got Strasbourg up 5, trying to stretch the lead, but maybe not taking as much time off the clock as they could have. And here's Umana Reyer Venezia now getting the whiff of victory. They have cut that deficit to 2 points. They might be able to steal it here at the end. Wright goes down and draws the foul from Mitchell Watt. Oh, full marks to Wright there. Now, Strasbourg just need to hold on for the win. I mean, a loss tonight would be a disaster for them. And their free throw shooting has not been good. And so often, the missed free throws, they come back to kill you. He makes 1 of 2. Still a 1-possession game. Will Umana Reyer go for the 3 to try to tie it? Or will they just go for an open look? Oh, Bramos passed it up. And then Johnson, he was going to pass it with Atkins coming out on him. That was good defense from Atkins, because you don't want to leave Johnson an open look. Remember, we've seen Haynes hit some crazy three-pointers this season. Maybe he's going to hit another one. Oh, they're going to get to Haynes. Oh, he had him wide open. Tonut, Johnson, was he on the arc? He missed it. Logan has it, and he's just going to hold on. Whoa, that was close. Logan almost makes the desperation heave. I'll tell you what, I suppose Vincent Collet will have to settle for the win, because at the end there, it was in the balance. He didn't get the point differential that he wanted, but nevertheless, they get the 3-point win. He will not be happy, because he knows they were close to getting up and winning by the margin of victory they wanted. Anyway, those are the stats. 9 threes for Venezia, just 4 for Strasbourg. And crucially for Strasbourg, a woeful effort at the free throw line, really, in the grand scheme of things. 14 of 23. I mean, you've got to do better than that. They just didn't make their free throws. So Cole having some words. Mira Balan ended up with 17 and 11. Bramos had 14 points. So I don't know if he's discussing clock management with Bost. Bost had the 3 steals. Wright had the 2 blocks. And those are the top scores. But from Cole's standpoint, he needs to tell him right there while it's fresh in his mind. And then you've got some fans coming up from behind you trying to get some photos while he's trying to tell his players something very important. Anyway, you got to have patience if you're a coach. Strasbourg always makes sure to say thank you to the fans. That's a nice touch, I think. So Strasbourg improved to 6-5. They moved level in the wins and loss column, but they lose on the head-to-head tiebreaker if it comes down to that. So that is a minor victory for Umana Reyer Venezia. I don't think either team is going to be happy tonight because Walter Del Rafael knows that his team should have played better tonight. He also knows that they had a chance to perhaps get a win late or get to overtime, and they didn't. Cole knows his team could have won by more than 11 points, and in the end, they had to hold on for victory. Nevertheless, his team did get the win, and they improved to 6-5. So Strasbourg, you can see there, I don't know that. Okay, so that is perhaps taking into account the fact that 4 teams are 6-5, and you have the goal differential. So as it is, Strasbourg are in 4th place. But if it comes to a head-to-head with the Umana Reyer Venezia, they would lose. But Banvit, Movistar Estudiantes, and Medi Beirut occupy the top 3 spots. Ike Athens got the win tonight, so they're firmly in the hunt. It is very interesting in Group C, and it will remain interesting for the rest of the season as these teams try to get to the playoffs. Here's a look back at some of the highlights of the second half. And as we look at these highlights, just let me remind you that Strasbourg will be on the road next week at Ike Athens, so a couple of 6-5 teams. That's all you need to know as they scrap for the playoffs. After that, SIG Strasbourg will be at home here against Rosa Radom. And then they'll finish with a very tough game. They'll finish with a game at currently the group leaders, Banvit, the club that finished runners-up in the Basketball Champions League last season, to Iberostar Tenerife. Now, Umana Reyer Venezia, for the rest of this season, they've got 3 more games in the regular season. They will be at home to Petro Olympia next week. Then they will have to travel to Germany to take on Medi Beirut. And then they will be at home against Movistar Estudiantes on the final week of the regular season. Wow. I mean, it is thrilling stuff in Group C. There are no sure things and a lot of games to be won before any team can think that their place in the playoffs is going to be secure. So it's been a lot of fun bringing you the action tonight, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. And once again tonight, that final score, 42. Excuse me. Once again, the final score tonight, 70 for SIG Strasbourg and 67 for Umana Reyer Venezia. $17 points for Miro Balan and 11 rebounds, leading the way for his team. And Miro Balan, had he shot his free throws a little bit better, he shot 55% at the line, could have gotten up to the 20-point plateau. 14 points for Michael Bramos, leading Umana Reyer Venezia. That's it, 70-67. SIG Strasbourg win it over Umana Reyer Venezia.